Hi, this is Shara Psychic Miss, Paranormal Network, and today I have a cool experiment that I want to share with you that I did. As many of you know, I've been working a little bit more on the dark side of the paranormal lately, so I thought I'd do the light side of the paranormal. The light side, like Archangel light, like angel of the light, not fallen angel, because that's of the dark. So we're going to do an experiment with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael left some EVPs, some pretty cool pictures, and a really big surprise. I can't wait to disclose that. Stay tuned because there's some pretty cool things ahead. So let's go ahead and get started with this experiment. I'm now making Archangel Michael's sigil. We've got somebody here. Let's contact Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, I humbly pray, please come tonight and answer my questions and be with me. There's so much that the world needs, so much we can learn from you, and people put great faith in your love and in your powers, and they believe in you to keep them safe and protected. Do you have wings? If so, how many? Do you think the human race has a future? We have an EMF reading. Can you light up one of my other objects that I have here? Do you always have to say a prayer in order to contact you? Do you appreciate prayers? Is the earth in danger? What about all the other religions? Are their gods not real? Who rules hell, or is there no ruler at all? So the answer to that question, the EVP, was Josh. And we know that some guy named Josh doesn't really rule hell, right? Well, I've had a lot of experiments that contain Josh, and he finally, after 7 years, revealed himself as the ruler of hell, Satan. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but the more and more experiments I do, even including demonic ones, seem to point to, yeah, it was just a demon, or I should say a fallen angel, that was contacting me as with the name Josh. Is God evil or good? Archangel Michael, are you here with me?
Yeah.
Sometimes they refer to you as Saint Michael. I was under the impression that saints were once human, so and angels are non-human. So are you Saint Michael, or are you a spiritual angel? Who rules the earth? My EMF meter's going off. Is that you, Archangel Michael? Can you make the meter go off more? A little bit higher? Do I have any angels around me? And if so, how many? Why did it go quiet? Archangel Michael, are you there? Can you stand in front of this camera, please? Archangel Michael, can you please stand in front of the camera for me? Archangel Michael, can you stand at my table, please? Make a meter go off. Please let me know that you're here. Do you hear my prayers when I pray to you for protection for my family? While I was working on a little ritual that was a little bit more advanced for some work with Archangel Michael, I got this weird sound. It almost sounds like a drum beat on my recording, on my camcorder. So I thought I'd play that for you now. All right. Once again, got your name, show me pictures of what you look like. Right back. So it's not every day you get a percussion solo from an archangel, right? So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. So here is the entire Archangel Michael percussion solo for your listening pleasure. So here are some EVPs that came out, not on the camcorder, but through some different and separate EVP sessions. Enjoy these.
Do you think the human race has a future? Is that you touching my EMF meter? Do you always have to say a prayer in order to contact you?
I'm thinking that this EVP was from a guest entity. God love the sarcasm, unless it was a counter angel.
Is the Lord's Prayer evil?
You might think that this particular EVP response would not be from Archangel Michael, and some of the responses might not. The last one says honor it, so that probably is from him. However, I wanted to bring to your attention that there's some very suspicious things about the Lord's Prayer. It's funny how these experiments that I do kind of tie in with each other. I did a YouTube video called the Dark Ghost app that will freak you out, and it actually is one of the very few apps that I prove, because most of them are just bogus in my opinion. However, this one seems to work pretty good. It's has the Lord's Prayer built into that app, and some of the EVPs I got about the Lord's Prayer were questionable, that made you get a little suspicious about if the Lord's Prayer has any darkness to it. But then near the end of the video, I actually play the Lord's Prayer, and that's actually included in the app, and there's a big surprise there with it, so you should definitely go check that out, and this EVP might make a lot more sense to you.
How do you protect people when they ask you to? What do you do? Who was the first angel created? Are you capable of love? Are you capable of hate? What can you tell me to let me know that the whole Christian religion is real, that there's only one God? Is there a hell? Do you answer people's prayers? Is it true that you cast out all the fallen angels from heaven? Why is God a man? Is he really not a man or a woman? We just refer to him as a man, but is it a man, woman, or no gender? Archangel Michael, are you here with me? Do you think the human race has a future, or are we dying off? Was the bread a good offering for you? For future, is there something else that you would prefer for an offering? Is it always necessary to say a prayer in order to contact you? Or is just something from the heart good? Something heartfelt, sincere, right? Do demons rule the earth? I asked about a demon because I think that they rule this world. Am I correct? My EMF meter's going off. Is that you, Archangel Michael? Who was the first angel to be created?
I am assuming that when they say both of us, he's referring to both himself, Archangel Michael, and Lucifer, who are both known as the morning star. Remember, Lucifer's an angel too.
Are you capable of hate? Dark entities will communicate easier. Why is that?
To try to make a quick explanation of this EVP, You'll Eat Your World, actually has some meaning. Dark entities are definitely more willing to communicate than light entities are, and that's because the dark entities were set upon this world and they have certain rule. Because of the power they were granted here, they spend all their time trying to get humans to succumb to the dark side. And as you can tell, this world is getting worse and worse. However, the demons aren't the only ones responsible for the downfall of our planet and population. Humans are literally turning blind eyes to everything that's being done right in front of them. And this is what he means by you'll eat your world. This is exactly what we're doing.
Is the whole Christian religion real, that there's only one God? Is there a hell? What is really beyond the sky that we can see? Is there something that's real out there, or are we contained? Can you say that again, please? Do demons rule this world? What is it that you think I need to know at this point in time? Did somebody say, will you help us? Who said that? Identify. How exactly can I help you? Do I have any demons around me? Is there anything you want to say before I stop asking questions?
I highly doubt that was Archangel Michael. And we all know that with any communication session, other entities will come through.
Are there entities out there that are trying to stop my work?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So the CVP is talking about Josh, aka Satan, and he has been kind of working against me ever since I told him I didn't want to sell souls.
Why is there reincarnation? Why do we have to keep coming back here? Is it a trap? Is Earth an experiment? Is there anything else that you'd like to say before I go?
So this is definitely like an EVP pet peeve of mine. When I ask a question and instead of giving me some good information, they give me just something to pat me on the back, like, oh, that's a good question. When I ask if they want to give me a message, instead, give me a good message. Where are you at? What are you doing? What's your world like? Etc. And now I have some personal energy instrumental transcommunication pictures that were taken with an elemental medium. And remember, these pictures attract energy from the source I'm using. So I'm trying to use Archangel Michael's energy. So things that are attracted to that energy just kind of come through. Some of them won't always make sense, but some of them are pretty cool. a couple of ITC pictures that need a little bit of explaining, I think. They came out pretty cool, and I think you'll enjoy these. The number 63 came out, and the first thing I thought of was a Bible verse. I don't know why, it's just an intuition that I had. So I looked it up, and this is what I found. So, I mean, I guess I thought of it because, you know, Archangel, Bible, makes sense. It was just a little something I threw in there. So this verse is all about how you should praise the Lord, and the Lord will protect you. And of course, that's something you would expect from Archangel Michael. And here's the word Higgs, which I believe is referring to the research that they're doing, or part of the research that they're doing, at the Large Hadron Collider in Sweden. And this is GIMO, which just happens to be an Air Force base out in Sweden. So I think there's a connection there. The two are definitely connected, and I believe this is Archangel Michael's way of setting some kind of warning or giving us a heads up on something. So it's worth checking out. Something's going on. So the number 18 kept coming out, the first time with GIMO. So I'm going to show you that once again, and then the few other times 18 came out. I tried to find some kind of correlation between the number 18 and GIMO. And the only thing I could come up with was coordinates. It's longitude for GIMO, and as you can see from this picture. And of course, so many times in experiments we get the PERV picture, or EVP. And I don't know why it came out with Archangel Michael, but maybe it's some kind of sarcastic joke, so or of course it could be from the other entity that came with him. But here's a dick gun. So I tried to do a follow-up with Archangel Michael because I had lots of questions, but my family and I were moving and everything's kind of upside down, so it didn't come out quite so good. I did get a couple more EVPs though, and I do plan on following up with Archangel Michael again in the near future. So here are those couple of EVPs. Archangel Michael, did you leave me a percussion solo? Was that meant to mean something? Do you know who else came in with you? It seemed like there were some other entities that wanted help or something like that. Do you know who that might be? Do you have a message for me? Thank you very much, Archangel Michael, for talking with me. Do you have any messages for me now, Archangel Michael? So I hope you enjoyed that. This is Char with Psychic Mist.